Well, good morning. I'm Francia, and today we're going to be doing a little bit different vinyasa class. So instead of our traditional vinyasa that we do on Sunday mornings, we're going to do a little introduction into Ashtanga. It's going to be very gentle and very soft, easy paced. So we're just going to start with some easy sun salutations. Let's come to the top of our mat. The toes and heels come together. And we're going to kind of take a moment to ground through the soles of our feet. So maybe if you lean forward a little bit, the heels come up, lean back a little bit, the heels come down, the toes come up, and you lean back. So you kind of just start to find your way in a happy center. Your feet are rooted now, so you're almost like drawing up through the bridge of your foot. And then you feel yourself kind of stacking your weight over these planted feet, hips, shoulders. We're not arching back, we're not rounding forward. We're just finding a nice even line. And the arms kind of hang down, fingers reach down, shoulders relax. Chin is parallel to the floor, and let's just gaze forward. Find something to look at in front of you. Just allow yourself a moment of gratitude and arrival. We're here. We set up our mat, and we're ready to start. With the next inhale breath, we'll draw the palms together at the center of the heart, soften the shoulders. Maybe close the eyes for this one if that feels comfortable for you. And let's just breathe a couple of times here. As you inhale, maybe you make a little bit of a sound by restricting the back of the throat. And then as you exhale, that same sound, almost like an ocean wave, releasing and letting go. Let's do 2 more breaths like that. Inhale with sound and exhale. Try to keep your rooting feet down. Inhale once more. Exhale. With the next inhale, we'll prepare for Om. And then as we exhale, let's release the hands down, blink the eyes open. Inhale, breath, draw the arms up, lift and lengthen, look up towards the thumbs. Imagine there's an angel pulling you up by your wrists, really extending you, elongating your body. Exhale, softly bend through your elbows and knees, hinge forward, and see if you can bring your hands right next to your feet. So your fingers and your toes are in alignment. Let your knees be soft, let your head hang heavy, and let your shoulders relax. Draw in a little bit through the lower navel and see if you can pull a little bit more weight to your toes. Breathe here. Now with the next inhale, let's lift and lengthen halfway. Keep the fingertips on the floor. Roll the shoulders back, straighten the legs, look forward, lengthening through the spine, creating space from tailbone to crown of the head. Exhale now, plant your hands down on the floor and gently walk your feet back, keeping your weight forward, shoulders over your wrists. Once your feet are back, we're in a high plank position. So Kathy, drop your butt a little bit and bring your weight forward like a push-up. So feet all the way back. Keep walking. That's you go. Keep going. There you go. So we're in this plank position now. The engagement of the core is happening. The shoulders are fanning out better. Good job, Kathy. Now, as we exhale, we're going to try a simple movement here. We're going to bend to the knees, plant them down on the mat, and release the toes. Notice that my weight's not going back to my hips, but I'm keeping my weight forward over my hands and wrists. I'm not going to drop my pelvis, so I'm not sinking. I'm going to stay lifted in my pelvis, and then I'm going to start to bend the elbows to drop my chest, and then my chin, and then my belly to the floor. So once we're all the way down, take a moment to inhale, and we're just going to pick ourselves up using a little bit of back strength. So cobra position, not like upward facing. You're still extending through the body, but you're using the back muscles to lift you, not pushing into your arms. Exhale, we release back down. Tuck the toes under, press up through the knees like a push-up, and then back through the hips into downward facing. Now we can walk our feet a little closer to the hands, and we're in this inverted V shape now. This is our downward facing dog. Couple of things need to happen here. Their heels reach down towards the earth. The chest and ribcage move towards the thigh. The lower abdomen draws in, it's called Uddiyana Bandha. You're drawing the lower abdomen in and down. The pelvic muscles engage. And then the chin moves towards the chest, Jalandhara Bandha. So allow yourself another breath here, extending and feeling the length of your body. We're going to make a little bit of movement here, so bend and straighten the legs. Bend one knee, straighten one knee, and just sway your hips around a little bit. Keep all those bandhas engaged. Mula Bandha, the pelvic floor, Uddiyana Bandha, the lower abdomen, and Jalandhara Bandha, the throat. And then inhale, look forward between the hands. Walk your feet all the way to the top of your mat. You might need to come to your fingertips, but keep walking. Once your feet are at the top, toes and heels touch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, we fold. Again, soften your knees. Let your head relax. Try and plant your palms all the way down to the mat, shoulders away from the ears. And then inhale, root through the feet. Strong legs. Rise up. Let your arms come up. Palms together. We look at the thumbs. Long, extended body. Exhale, arms by your side. Good. We're going to do that one more time. Inhaling, we lift and lengthen, we look up. Exhaling, we fold deeply, softly bend through the knees. Remember, give yourself some room in the back of the legs. Let the hamstrings stretch naturally. Inhale, we extend forward and look forward. Exhaling, we plant the hands and walk our feet back. We take our push-up. This time we're going to try a little bit different. We're going to go into an up dog right from here. So point the toes back so you're on the tops of your feet. Keep your hips elevated. And then draw your hips forward and down. As you lift your chest, the shoulders roll back. We look up. So we're going right from a high plank to an up dog. Exhale, curl over your toes and back to your down dog. So those are two different ways to move from the high plank to an up dog position or a cobra position. And allow yourself a couple of breaths here. If you need to walk your feet again, feel free to do so. Otherwise, maybe connect with a little bit of stillness. Keep the breath steady. As we continue the work, the breath will be a little bit more labored. That's okay. In the state of the asana, once we've reached the pose, we want to find ourselves in stability. So nice and easy breathing in. Slow and gentle breathing out. Next inhale breath, we look forward between the hands. We walk or step our feet back to the top of our mat. Then we extend and look forward, shoulders roll back. Exhale, we fold and release. You might feel a little bit warmer now. Maybe the legs don't have to bend as much. And then inhale, root the feet, rise up. Palms come together as we look up. And exhale, arms down by your side. Good. Very nice, Kathy. All right. We're going to move into our Surya Namaskar B. So this one we start in Utkatasana. Sit down like you're going to sit in a chair. It's a pretty high chair, but you're trying to lower yourself down. And then the arms come forward. Now, if it's available, palms together, look at your thumbs, or keep the arms slightly separate. That's okay. Just keep moving them towards each other. Look at the thumbs, belly's drawn in, lifting up through the rib cage as you sit down and weight in your heels. Exhale, we fold. Hands down, head down, relax, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, lift halfway, so we're moving the same way as before. Exhale, plant your hands, walk your feet back into that high plank position, that push-up position. So you get to choose. Do you want to do the first one with knees down, or do you want to do the second one? You get to choose here. Third option, if you like to try it, is we're going to allow ourselves to come down with control, hugging the elbows towards the rib cage. Once you're down, you can release all the way to the floor. And then when you push up, use a little bit of arms, but don't straighten your arms. If your thighs are on the mat, keep your elbows soft. So elbows bent, shoulders back, chin up, look up. So this can feel a little bit constricting. If it does, try one of the first two. Exhale, push up through your hips, tuck your toes under, and lift up, downward facing dog. And from here, we're going to take the right foot forward. Pivot your back heel to the floor. And then use the inhale breath. Come up, warrior one. Look up towards your thumbs, sink into your right leg. Exhale, hands come down. The right foot steps back. And then we can try one of those three versions. I'm going to show the first one again. Knees down, chest, chin, belly. Inhale, cobra, no arm. Exhale, downward facing. That's the first version. Let's pivot the right heel in. Left foot steps forward. When you're ready to inhale deeply, arms up, body up, warrior one. Look up towards your thumbs. Exhale. Bring everything down. Left foot steps back, back into that plank. Second option, curl the toes back, drop the hips forward and down, go right into your upward facing from your high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Then breathe here. Let's hold this one 5 breaths. 1. Good, very nice. 2. Try to press strongly through your fingers and knuckles. 3. Lift your kneecaps, engage into your quadriceps as your heels reach down. 4, remember, Mula Bandha, pelvic floor. 5, inhale, look forward, walk or step your feet back to the top of your mat, lift and look, extend. Exhale, fold and release. Inhale, bend the knees, arms come up, we look up. And then exhale, arms by your side. Okay, so that whole sequence builds a little fire within the body. Take a moment to let it resonate within. We're going to move into the first posture, separating our feet about hip width apart. We're going to fold forward, hinging from the hips. With an inhale breath, grab your big toes and then lift and look forward. So this is the preparation for the pose. The pose comes with the exhale. Pull on your big toes, let your head come down, and try to keep your legs engaged. If they need to bend a little bit, that's okay. You let them bend, but as you hold the pose, start to slowly lift and lift and lift and lift through the pelvis so that one day the hips are over the ankles. Good, beautiful attempt. Shoulders relax, and we breathe steady. This is the state of the asana. This is where we catch our breath. Now, Padahastasana. Inhale, lift and look forward. Exhale there, slide your hands underneath your feet. So we're actually putting the whole hand under the foot. So your toes are up by your wrists or as high as they'll make it. Inhale again, look forward. Exhale, go back into the pose. So now the elbows open to the side. Be mindful that you don't feel this in your glutes as much as you possibly do in the back of your thighs. So you want this to be a hamstring stretch and also a back lengthening. So we're not forcing ourselves here. One more breath. Good. Exhale. Inhale, we lift and look forward. Exhale, we release the hands and we come up. Shoulders roll back, feet together, and let the pose just move through the body. Trikonasana is next. So we're going to step the right foot back and we're going to pivot to face the back of our mat. The right toes point to the back, the left heel points to the front, and we reach our arms. Now most of us here in Trikonasana want to go down to that foot. We're not going to worry about the foot today. We're going to reach as far as we can to the right. Once you've gone as far as you can go, just let your right hand drop. Notice mine just goes right to below my knee. And then from here, I can adjust and look up. Now, if I feel like I have a little bit more room, I might slide that hand down. but not if I'm leaning forward and my butt's pushing back. So allow your torso to remain in alignment with your right leg. Beautiful, Kathy. Okay, both legs straight, both legs straight. That's okay. Try again. Both legs straight. That's it. Looking up. Good. Very good. Now inhale, we come up. The left toes now point to the front of your mat and the right heel out. So we're switching sides. We're going to reach as far as we can to the left, and then that hand's just going to come down wherever it comes down. The right arm will go up. Good. That's it. So we avoid leaning forward into the pose. Stay back over your left leg. Stack your torso, lengthening through that left side of the body. Beautiful. And then don't worry about that right hand going back. The right hand should be going straight up. Yeah, that's it. Let the shoulder open. One more breath. Good. Inhale, we come back up. And again, we flip the feet. So now the right toes are going to face the back of your mat. Good. And we're going to take that left arm up and over. Now, it may not make it to the floor. Maybe just the shin. Maybe the floor if you're flexible. Maybe the pinky toe side of the foot if you're really flexible. We're not going to worry about that. We're just going to let that hand go wherever it may go. So it's possible the hand just rests on your shin. Then your right arm is going to open and we're going to twist. Yes, good. And you're going to look. There you go. Be mindful here. Another option is to place a hand on a block if you need it. But if you don't need it, don't worry about it. Good. Feel the rotation happening. Feel the twist. Move the right hip back, the left hip forward. Square off your shoulders. And inhale. Under the twist, come back up. Strong legs. Reach your arms. And now we're going to switch to the other side. So left toes point. Right arm comes up. Good. Exhale. Twist. And come down. Shin, big toe, little toe, rotate. Left arm comes up to complete the complete rotation. And then again, open yourself up. Left hip back, right hip forward. Twist and rotate. This can feel really intense, so find where it feels in your body and stay there. Let's do 2 more breaths. Good. Keep breathing. Oh, looks fantastic. Right hip forward a little bit more. Very good. You got it. And then inhale to come up. Open your arms to the side. Exhale. Back to the top of the mat. Samasthiti. So the beauty of this practice is that as we go through each posture, we come back to center. It's almost like a cleansing of the palate. We did the pose, we struggled through it, and now we rest. There's this resting pose that is Samasthiti in between. All right, the next one we'll do is Parsvottanasana. We're going to step the right foot back again, a little bigger step. And same thing as before, we're going to point the right toes to face the back of the mat, the left heel to face the front of the mat. This time we're going to bend the right knee, almost like you're going into a lunge. Option 1, right elbow on the knee. Open your left shoulder back, rotate your rib cage, and extend your left arm up and over your head. This is option 1. Welcome to stay here. Option 2, right hand to the floor, or you can place it on the block. Again, open that left shoulder and then extend. So option 1 or option 2 are completely feasible. Oh, beautiful. Good. See if you can drop your hips a little bit more. Yes, you got it. Very nice. So allow yourself to be here with the sense of integrity and fulfillment that you can hold, that you are strong. Inhale, slowly make your way up. Use the strength of your legs. Extend your arms, pivot your feet. We'll prepare for the other side. Left knee bent. Option 1, elbow on the thigh, opening the chest. Option 2, hand to the floor or block. Opening the chest, reaching the arm, dropping the hips, finding stability. Very nice. Good job. Okay, just breathe here. Whichever one you choose, let it come from a place of fulfillment. You are doing things just right. Inhale, we come up. Again, we pivot the feet to face the back of our mat. And now we're going to go for a twist. Let's set it up. Drop your left knee down so that you're kneeling facing the back of your mat. Beautiful. Left shoulder or upper arm or elbow is going to hook on the outside of your right leg. You got it. So from here, if it's at all available, see if you can bring your left hand to the floor. If the left hand does not touch the floor, or if it's just too much, it's too uncomfortable, just keep the elbow bent and bring your right hand to your left hand into a prayer position. So you can always try the prayer position instead of the hand down. So when you're ready, if you're ready, tuck your left toes under and straighten your left leg. Find your twist and breathe. 1. Good. You got it, Kathy. Now look over your right shoulder. 2, 3, that's it. 4, 5. Release. You can bring both hands down. Adjust your feet. Come back up to the side. Deep breath in. Exhale. We'll prepare for the other side. So point the left toes. Drop the right knee. Prepare. Right arm outside of that left leg. Either hand down or hands in prayer, your choice. And then straighten the back leg and twist. Beautiful. So see how you're only your elbows on your thigh. Try to get the arm on your thigh. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Little deeper twist. Beautiful. 2 more breaths. Stay with it. I know it's hard and it feels like you're slipping. It's hard to breathe here too, so try to connect back with your breath. Good. Inhale, release. Come back up to the side. Reach the arms. Exhale. Samastitihi. Take a moment to rest. Catch your breath. Let it be part of your experience. Okay, the next pose we'll do is Prasarita Padottanasana. This is a pose that has 4 deep forward folds. You're going to step 1 foot back. Doesn't matter which one. I'm going to do my left so I can see you. So we're going to take the left foot back. And you can do also just turn towards me so you can see me as well. Yeah, that's fine. And then we're going to take our hands to our waist. The feet are wide enough apart that they're much wider than your hips, but you don't feel like you're trying to do the splits here. You feel pretty stable and strong in your legs. If you look down, your feet should be at least parallel to each other or maybe slightly pigeon-toed. And this is what's going to help protect your hips and protect your glutes and your hamstring attachment. Now from here, we're going to exhale and fold forward, and we're going to bring our hands to the floor. Now say the floor is too far away and we cannot find the floor, just use a block, bring your hands to the blocks. So what you want to do is shoulders, elbows, wrists are stacked. They're parallel to each other. Your hands shouldn't be too close nor too far apart. From this position, inhale, look forward. Roll your shoulders back, lengthen your spine, and then exhale, fold. Just like we did in Padangusthasana and Padahastasana, we find the pose in the exhale breath. Then you can slide your hands back if it's available, and keeping your 2 forearms parallel to each other, like 2 pillars. Shoulders relax, head hangs, belly's drawn in, legs are strong. We won't hold these very long, maybe 1 more breath. Exhale. Slide the hands forward. Inhale, look forward. Exhale. Hands to your waist. Inhale, strong legs come up. Strong legs come up. Strong legs. Good. Exhale there. Very nice. Inhale, open your arms. Exhale, bring the hands back to the waist. Exact same pose, only the hands don't come down. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold forward, keeping your hands at your waist, your elbows back, your chin extended and long until your head comes down, and then stay here. 1, belly's drawn in. 2, strong legs. 3, rock your weight forward to your toes a little bit more. 4, move those shoulders away from the ears. 5, inhale, come up. Strong legs. This one's going to be felt in your legs big time. So just come up with those strong legs. Try not to put weight into your lower back. Okay, third one. Inhale, open your arms. Exhale, interlace your fingers and see if you can straighten your arms behind you. Really roll your shoulders back. Give yourself a moment to release the neck. Deep breath in. Exhale, fold again. So four wide-legged forward fold with different arm positions. The arms move away from your body, almost like your pinkies want to touch the earth one day. Lengthen through your spine and let your arms be heavy as the head comes down. Strong legs here, guys. Keep your legs strong and sturdy. 3, almost there. 4, belly's drawn in. 5, inhale to come up. Nice and steady. Good, exhale there. It's not abnormal to feel a little bit of rush through the head, so just let a moment to exhale and release. Last one, hands to the waist. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. This time we're going to grab our big toes. Once you have your big toes, inhale, look forward, lengthen. And exhale, take your pose. Fold and release. Top of the head reaches down. You're pulling with your fingers as your toes press down. The legs are very, very active here. Shoulder blades away from the ears and towards each other. 3, belly's drawn in. 4, weight forward a little bit more. 5, inhale, head up only, look forward. Exhale there. Good. Release your toes. Inhale, come up. Good job. Point your right toes forward. Exhale, back to Samastitihi. Give yourself a moment to find a little bit of awareness, a sense of ease. Before we continue, let's place the right hand on the belly and the left hand at the heart. If it feels natural for you, close your eye. Feel your heart beating right now. Feel how your body is responding to the work that we're doing. Whatever rises up, let it rise up. It's part of your experience. Another deep breath in. And a slow breath out. Beautiful. Moving on to the next posture, Purvottanasana. We're going to take the hands behind the back, and we're going to try to bring our hands into a reverse prayer position. So your palms together, your fingers pointing up. If that's not possible, maybe the fists touch, or maybe we hold on to the opposite forearm. Yeah, that looks really good. Beautiful. Yep, you got it. Now, once you're there, we're going to step the right foot back, and we're going to pivot again to the back of your mat. So this pivoting happens because we want to start with the right foot always. So left hip and left shoulder point to the back of your mat. That's it. Good. Now lift your chin, roll your shoulders back, and try to fold over your right leg by extending your spine. So the bottom part of your body is going into a forward fold. The upper half of your body almost feels like it's going into a back bend. Look towards your toes, roll the shoulders back, and try to keep your palms together. 2, belly's drawn in as you extend. 3, 4, steady and calm breathing. 5, inhale, we come up nice and slow. Exhale there. We're going to pivot, keeping the hands in position. Now facing the front of your mat. Right hip and right shoulder move forward. Left hip and left shoulder move back. So we're squaring off our torso towards that left leg. Exhale, we fold. Both legs stay straight. I know that left knee wants to bend at some point. Try to keep it straight. Going into that back bend with the chest up, the chin up, looking towards your left big toe. Left hip moves back as the right hip moves forward. Both legs are super strong, palms facing against each other. 3, 4, try to calm your breathing. 5, inhale, come up. Slowly face the side of your mat. Release your arms out to the side. Reach through your fingertips. Let your shoulders soften. And then exhale back to the top of your mat. Samastitihi. Take another moment here to stabilize. Probably at this point, you may be feeling a little bit sweaty. Perfect, then you're doing it right. The next two poses are balancing poses. The first one we're going to do is Utthita Hasta Parangustasana. We're going to try it today just by holding the knee. So bring your weight to your left leg, hold on to your right knee. You want that right knee or right thigh to be about parallel to the floor. So we don't want it to be lower and we don't want it to be all the way up to the chest. So find a happy medium where you want that knee to be. Good. And then we're just placing the right hand there for support. We're not gripping onto that knee for dear life. Let's stay there for a moment. Good. Shoulders back. Now we're going to exhale. And with the inhale, we're going to open the right knee to the right and start to take our gaze slightly towards the left. Now, sometimes we have easy, balanced days, and sometimes we don't. So if you fall out of the posture, no worries. You try to get back in. Doesn't matter if you fall out of the posture a million times. 1,000,001 times, you try again. And then inhale, bring it back to center. Bring both hands to your waist and see if you can point your toe and straighten your leg. So you want your leg up, pulling the femur into the hip socket, lifting the chest, and trying not to lean back. Good. One more breath. And then exhale, lower it down. Good. Shake it out a little bit. Let's try that on the other side. If you're really having a hard time, feel free to go near a wall so that you can hold on to the wall. But try it because you never know until you try whether or not it's going to be possible for you. So now the left leg is up. Again, that left foot, I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. That left foot or the left thigh is parallel to the floor. It's not lower, it's not higher. Keep it nice in alignment with your hip. From here, take a nice exhale breath. We're not holding on to that knee for dear life. We're just touching the knee for control. And then we're going to open that left knee over to the left. Slow and steady, and start to look towards the right side. You can look down towards the mat, or you can look somewhere in the middle. Keep your left leg kind of reaching back. Relax your left foot. One more breath. Remember, you try again. If you fall out, there's no problems, no stress. That left knee is going to come back in on an inhale. And then we're going to bring both hands to the waist. We're going to point the toe, activate the leg, and then try to straighten the leg without leaning back. 1, good, try again. 2, pull the femur back. 3, lift your chest, don't lean back. 4, you got it, shoulders back. 5, exhale, lower down. Hello, legs. Shake it out a little bit. I know, right? This leg's like, woo. All right. So second balancing posture, option 1 is simple tree pose. You can do tree with the foot down by the calf, or even with the toe on the floor. Or you can do tree with the foot high up by the inner thigh, closing the knee joint, hands in prayer. The pose that comes in the Ashtanga sequence here, the primary series, is actually a half lotus position. So we actually take the foot into the groin of the left hip flexor, and then we drop the knee down. We hold the foot with the left hand. So if you wanted to try, you can try. Yeah, and if you hold it from the pinky toe side. So it's really hard if you're still working on your balance to try this. You're welcome to go back to this. So this here is a beautiful way to begin to work on the strength of your balance. Yeah, that's it. Bring that foot a little higher. And sometimes our mind starts to kind of sway us. Yeah. And so what we want to do is keep our center of focus. That left foot is grounded. The extension of the spine is lifting. If you wanted to try the foot here, then you try it there. No worries. Either way, you're kind of finding yourself in a stable position. If you're trying the half lotus, and this is for anyone that's watching the recording, you can go ahead and reach behind you and grab your hand. That's beautiful, Kathy. Stay there. 1, good job. 2, shoulders back. 3, land into the top of your head. 4, okay, 5, we're going to release the hands, release the foot, and come back down. Shake it out a little bit. Let it all go. Clean slate, we try the other side. So just because one side is difficult doesn't mean the other one will be. You can try just tree, calf, inner thigh, hands in prayer. This is option 1. Option 2, reach the toe, find the foot with your right hand, move the toe towards your right hip so that the foot lands right at your front of your right hip. And then the left knee drops down, and your left hand can either be in prayer position or it can reach around and you can find your forearm, your right forearm. So whichever way you decide to go, breathe through it. Good. Yay. Dropping the knee down. And this takes time, you guys. This is one of those things that it can take years, decades, lifetimes. Be peaceful, be mindful. Whatever you decide to do, just find a space of serenity within it. Don't overdo it. And then when you're ready, we can release. Release that left foot down. And come back to Samasthiti. Good job. So now we're going to start to make our way into the final 2 of the standing postures. The first one is Utkatasana and the last one is Warriors 1 and 2. So let's come back to the top of our mat. We're going to inhale, draw the arms up, just like we did in the beginning. Exhale, we're going to fold. Inhale, we're going to lift and look forward. Exhale, we're going to step our feet back nice and gentle. Choose your chaturanga. Choose the way you want to come down. If you want to build strength, try and come down without touching the floor. Maybe pushing up from that position. Or try just from high plank into up dog, or knees down, chest down. Your choice there. And then exhale back to downward facing dog. And then from downward facing dog, we're going to try to jump both feet forward. So instead of walking, imagine how you can do what you could do to land both feet right in between your hands at the top of your mat. So for me, it starts with looking forward. I've positioned, I've honed in on where I want my feet to land. Then I'm going to bend my knees and give myself a little momentum back. With the inhale breath, I'm going to jump and my feet will land, hopefully somewhere near my hands. Try. Good. Yay! Nice job. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold and release. Bend your knees and let's go right into Utkatasana, right into chair pose. So this is the one we did when we did our second sun salutation. The knees are bent, the hips are down, weight in your heels, arms up and forward, looking towards your thumbs. 2 more breaths here. Deep inhale. Exhale, don't give up, stay strong in your legs. Inhale. And then with that next exhale, drop your hands down. Maybe try picking up 1 of your feet, 2 of your feet. And then when you're ready, step, walk, or jump. Now you're back in the high plank. Good. Try. All right. Chaturanga, your choice. Dropping the hips and going right into the up dog, releasing the toes, or lowering down. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful. Last 2 standing asanas. Warrior 1. Look forward. Step your right foot forward. Pivot your back heel. Inhale, rise up. Arms up. We look up. We bend into the right knee. So arms up to the sky. There you go. Palms together and we look up. Warrior 1. Dropping the left hip forward and down. 4. Shoulders back and away. 5. Keep looking up. Straighten your right leg. Pivot your right toes. Open your left toes. And now bend your left leg. Same pose, only other side. Back leg is super strong. Right hip forward, right shoulder forward. Reach up and stretch. Breathe deeply. Now we're going to open up to Warrior 2. Open your arms so that your left fingertips are reaching past your left knee, right arm behind you. Look towards your left fingertips. Beautiful. 2. The right hip opens a little bit too. 3, the back heel is down, back leg is strong. 4 and 5. Straighten your left leg. Pivot your left toes in, pivot your right toes out. Same pose, but now with the right knee bent. Got it. Very good. Now, one of the things that happens here is we tend to arch into the back. I do it all the time. So hollow out your navel, drop your hips down, keep your shoulders strong. Beautiful. Try to align your torso in the middle. So there's opposite pulling forces at your fingertips. Very good. Exhale, windmill those hands down to the floor. Step your right foot back now. And again, you choose your chaturanga. Choose how you want to come down. Let it be natural and easy for you. It should be a challenge, but not so much that you start to feel depleted. Exhale, downward facing. Okay, walk yourself back on your mat a little bit so you have a little extra room in the front. We're done with the standing postures. We're going to do the first seated. Sapta, inhale. We're going to walk our feet through. Maybe extend the legs and sit, or sit and then extend the legs. Either way is fine. Once you're down on the seated position, hands next to your hips, grounding down through the pelvic floor, through the calves and the heels, hollowing out the lower navel, lifting the rib cage, chin to the chest, shoulders back, Dandasana position. Breathe here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly release and let that go. Good job. So we're going to close our practice now with 3 asanas that are usually what we do to close any Ashtanga practice. One option is to just do simple cross-legged. Stack your heels in front of each other and let your knees drop down. Find a cross-legged position. Second option is to come into a half lotus. Now, if you had a hard time in the standing balance, this might be a good way for you to start to build that awareness in the half lotus. So we start by bringing the right foot over on top of the left hip. So very mindful that if that foot is down by the calf, it creates a dip in your ankle, which won't feel good with time. If it's up by your thigh, it can even be more intense of a dip. And so it might not hurt, but it's really kind of not in alignment. The leg is kind of succumbing to gravity. If you can, the heel moves towards the belly button. So you're closing the knee joint completely, keeping the knee joint safe. And then that foot rests up by the groin of the left hip. So you're really bringing that foot high up. At that point, the knee can relax. Maybe it doesn't come all the way to the floor, but you find a way to set it there. So we're going to try it like this. Grab yourself one of your blocks and place it right in front of you, because this is where we're going to aim our head for. Your block says levels, so make it taller if you need a little bit higher. Then hands go behind the back, and we're going to hold on to the opposite elbows. You can wiggle your way back there, get a good grip. Inhale, lift your chest, and then exhale, drop your chin or your forehead to the block. And let's breathe here. 1, these ones we hold 10 deep breaths. 2, if your right foot is positioned correctly, you should feel pressure into the lower left abdomen. This is the descending colon, so this helps with digestion and elimination. 4, 5, really try to calm your breathing. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Inhale, slowly make your way back up. Exhale there, release your arms, and now we're going to try the half lotus on the other foot. So release the right foot, place it underneath you, and then the left foot, heel towards the belly button, close the knee joint, hug it all in, point your toes, place that foot up close towards your right hip and your right, where the leg meets your body basically, really close to that crease. Then the left knee comes down, however far it goes down. Hands are going to go into chin mudra, thumb and index fingers together and the other 3 fingers extended. And then we're going to extend our arms, palms facing up. And as we do this, think about a long line of energy rising up from the pelvic floor to the top of the head. The chin comes down a little bit, and we gaze down to the tip of the nose or just down towards the mouth. 1. Here, I want you to think about a battery charging. 2, a battery preparing us for our last pose. 3, 4, let your breath be calm and steady. 5, 6, relax the jaw and shoulders. There does not need to be any tension there. 8, 9, feel your belly rise and fall with each movement of breath. And 10. We'll do a short pranayama here, alternate nostril breathing. We've done it before. So keeping your legs the way they are, take your right hand into Vishnu Mudra. Index finger, middle finger down, thumb up, ring finger, and pinky finger out. Turn your palm to face you. We're going to close the right nostril with the thumb. Inhale through the left. Close the left nostril with the ring finger and exhale through the right. Now we're just going to repeat that again. Close the right nostril with the thumb. Inhale left. Close the left nostril with the ring finger. Exhale right. Again, close the right nostril with the thumb. Inhale. Close the left nostril. Exhale. That's 3. We're going to do 2 more. Close the right nostril. Inhale left. Close the left nostril. Exhale right. Last one. Close the right nostril. Inhale left. Close the left. Exhale right. Now we're going to reverse it. Keep the hand as it is. Inhale right side. Close the right nostril with the thumb. Exhale left. Close the left nostril. Inhale right. Close the right nostril. Exhale left. You got it. Beautiful. Close the left. Inhale right. Close the right. Exhale left. 2 more. Close the left. Inhale right. Close the right. Exhale left. Last one. Close the left. Inhale right. Close the right. Exhale left. Release the right hand down. Breathe in through both nostrils. Breathe out through both nostrils. The last pose we'll do is Utplutihi. So kind of keep that same serenity we found with our breathing. You can use your blocks on either side. And we're going to release our half lotus and just take a simple cross at the ankles with the knees pointing up. Traditionally, this pose is done in a full lotus position, but because we're just beginning, we'll try it like this today. So we're going to have the toes down on the floor, but try not to use your legs to push. We're going to try to use our core and our prana to lift us. So hands on the blocks, inhale, lean forward, and then pull yourself up nice and steady. Good. Chin up and we look forward. Beautiful. Keep your arms locked out and strong in your core. 2. If it's available, maybe lift one foot. 3, 4. If you tried one foot, try the other. 5, 6. Good thing. Try not to sink. Keep lifting. 7. Be tall and extended. 8. Maybe both feet. 9. Try. 10. And release. Good job. Release your box off to the side and just take a comfortable seat with a regular cross-legged position. We'll bring our hands into prayer, soften the shoulders, and just kind of let your body feel what happened today. This practice can bring up a lot of different things in our emotional state and our mental state. It really tries to connect us with our body in a very deep and meaningful way. So allow yourself to just let all of that surface to the top. So you're not hiding from anything, you're not pushing anything away. You're accepting without judgment and with an open heart filled with love, whatever your practice is trying to teach you today. And then with the next inhale, we'll prepare for Om. And then slowly let's exhale, release the arms. We'll go ahead and lay all the way down onto our back. We're going to take a nice Shavasana. So once your body is down, sometimes it just feels good to make any little adjustment. So for me, maybe a little bridge might feel nice. We didn't really do any back bending today, not really. So maybe a little bridge might feel good here. And then dropping the hips down. Maybe a knees hugging into the chest might feel nice, giving that lower back a little massage. Might feel pretty good. Maybe the legs up and flexing and pointing through the toes. That can feel nice. So you kind of choose here what your body needs and how you want to settle. Maybe a little bit of a side to side into some twisting shapes. Eventually, your body will feel settled, and then you can go ahead and settle into Shavasana. Arms away from your body, palms facing up, feet and legs apart, toes flopping out to the side. There is no longer any tension needed in the legs, in the hips, in the core, in the arms, in the shoulders, in the face. The whole body can relax. With each breath in that we welcome, we feel that expansiveness that happens very naturally through the body. And with each exhale breath that we release, we feel that letting go of anything that no longer serves us, of limiting beliefs or thoughts or ideas. You just take rest. Slowly and gently, we'll begin to bring awareness back to this body, the sounds in the room that you are in, maybe the sensation of the air on your skin. And we'll start to wiggle the fingers and the toes, the hands, the feet, the wrists, the ankles can reawaken, can enliven. Maybe taking a full body stretch, like a yawn from fingertips to toes. Reaching your body in opposite directions, maybe a little side to side might feel good here. And then as we exhale, hugging the knees into the chest, give yourself a hug, a squeeze, a thank you. You've done your practice today. You've seen it through. The difficulty, the ease, the challenges, the learning, all of the above have been part of your experience. So a big sense of gratitude for that. And then when you're ready, let's roll over onto our side. Kind of curl up. You can use your bottom arm like a pillow and just kind of curl up for a moment here. And I invite you to remain with your eyes closed, your attention focused inward. Go into that inner landscape. And then when you're ready, you can use your top arm, extend your top leg, and make your way up to seated. Take your time to come into a seated position. Then we'll place the right hand at the belly, the left hand at the heart. Just like we did in the intermission there when we were doing our standing poses. Check back in with yourself. How is everything feeling? Notice if there's any places of tension or tightness that may still be lingering along in the body. Or notice how everything seems to have smoothed out. Sometimes it can be a little bit of both. Thank you so much for showing up today, for doing your practice, for putting in the effort. I appreciate all of your support. Namaste.